me, and she's just my type.
Hey everybody, welcome to the She's Crafty podcast. I'm Keena from Las Vegas, Nevada, and this is my little podcast about my knitting, my spinning, my sewing, my cross stitch, my hot gluing, and everything else I'm getting my hands on. Thank you everybody for watching me, and thank you for the support of all my peeps that have been watching me. Really love you guys, and you guys know that. I have a lot to show. I know I haven't been here for 3 weeks. It's just like one of those things. It's getting super duper hot, even though it's super chilly today. But when it gets really hot, I can't go in my office until like midday, till the sun goes down. But anyway, I don't even want to talk about that. Ugh, who cares? Let's get on with my first FO. You're looking at it, my dotted rays. It's so squishy and soft. I tell you, I love this pattern. I loved making it. I want to make another one. It was so fun. I used a gradient set from Color Shift. I believe it was Earth and Sky. Yet on Ravelry, none of the other people's Earth and Sky colors look like mine, but who cares? So you can kind of start to see the shift, and then at the very end is a nice brown, and I love this. It reminds me of the beach. It makes me want to go to the beach right now, and I'm just really happy with it. And if you haven't knit it yet, if you're working on a fade and you want to kill yourself, go with the dotted rays. I'm not throwing shade. I'm not. I'm just saying this was a fun knit, and I'd love to do it in another gradient again, or even like mini skeins or something. When you look at the pattern, you'll see that it is just really easy to use different colors and have fun. And I love it. I can't say any more than that. I really love it. I have another FO, and this one was just like, let me just make a hat today, and it happened. So this is not for me, even though it fits me awesomely, but it's for my nephew for Christmas. He goes camping a lot with the Boy Scouts, and I just came up with this kind of pattern. It's super easy, and put a pom-pom on there. I use the Pom-Pom Makers by Clover, and this is the giant pom-pom. And just in case you guys don't know how big of pom-poms they are gonna make, let me show you my ruler. So it's from the base, it goes up 4 inches. I know my ruler's like, you guys can't tell, but I can. It goes up about 4 inches, and I didn't cut this or anything. I just put it on the big pom-pom maker, and voila, I had a pom-pom. I love those things because pom-poms in the past used to be like, oh my god, you make like 5,000 of them, none of them look great. But anyway, this yarn is really nice. This yarn is actually an acrylic, but it's really, really soft. My tag's like torn to shit, but it's Uptown Worsted by Universal Yarns, and I've used Universal before, and they have some yarns that make a design like pattern yarn, and it's really nice. And you know, the acrylic here is anti-pilling. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes, but it's really, really soft, and I was thinking if I make like a blanket or something, this is the way to go. So I think I cast on like 98 stitches. This is a worsted, and then, you know, came up with a little pattern. It's boyish and fun, and this is like really bright. You guys can tell for him when he's out in the woods, and you know, they're playing like boys do, whatever. Really bright. And I have a cross stitch finish object. So randomly, you know, I like to mix it up. We all like to just get our hands on something different. And I've been listening to an audiobook, My Husband's Other Wife. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but. So I've been doing that while I'm cross stitching, and the one I finished is this one. Fuck the dumb shit. I mean, F the dumb shit. Sorry. Yeah. I thought about making a pillow out of this. I saw a couple Pinterest where, you know, they have this open. I'm just going to try to figure it out on my own if I do make a pillow out of it. But that's the kind of things I've been thinking about doing my cross stitch instead of just framing it. I have a few. I don't know if you guys saw that I finished. Chill the F out. And this is on kind of like a sparkly stuff here. Cloth. It's not mean if it's hilarious. I'm gonna give this to my brother because he always wants one of these, but he has kids, so I don't want to give him one with a bad word on it. So this is one I've thought about getting him because he sometimes is an ass like that. Yeah, my brother can be a little bit of a dick sometimes. And this one, this is the one I want to give him, but I love these are just so funny. I mean, you have to just laugh at it. I mean, because people think what I do is so grandma. They call me like Holly Hobby and stuff, and you know, this shit is funny. And they're like, what? Like, yeah, this isn't your grandma's crafting anymore. Riley chimed in on that. I don't know if you heard him, but he's pissed because he was sitting on my office chair and I kicked him out and he actually hit me. Rude. He's been enjoying me being home, and I'll get into that at the end of the podcast. I have a huge rant and update, so you want to stay tuned for that. Let's go to what's on my needles. All right, so on my needles, my whips. I am working through the West Knits Best Knits book, and I'm just going in order. So I've done the exploration station, my dotted rays. So now I'm on the Doodler, which is so fun. I will show you a picture of it in here in case anybody hasn't seen it. I don't know how you haven't, but you know. So that's it. It's so fun. So you guys are going to be really surprised by my color choices here. And I picked these colors because I needed a solid, number one. I don't have a ton of solids. And, well, not solid, but, you know, tonal, not anything it's going to be too busy, I thought. And, you know, I just decided to go out of my comfort zone. And these aren't colors like I hate them or anything. It's just colors I normally wouldn't have used, but I'm kind of excited. So what I've used is this purple, which is going to be that big squiggly edging. And this is a BFL sock by Skeen in Briar. BFL sock, which I've never used before. I've used it in my spinning, but otherwise I haven't. It's gorgeous, gorgeous purple. Okay, I have a green, which is really pretty too. And this is also a BFL sock by Skeen and Ginkgo. Oh, that green is so pretty. And I used a Noro Silk Garden sock. Yeah, super bright. You guys know I can never get color to go, but Noro Silk Garden sock, which is kind of a little bit on the, I don't know, like a really heavy sock. And it's got stuff in it. But I thought it'd be good for the texture. You'll see. Okay. I'm in the middle of a row. Okay, the reason why I was in the middle of a row is because I ran out of the Silk Garden sock, but I ordered some more from Eat Sleep Knit. I was kind of thinking I was gonna run out, but I was like, you know, let's just see what happens. Because a lot of times you think you're gonna run out of yarn and you have a ton left over. So I didn't want to buy another skein for nothing, but it's all right. So this project I cannot work on until I get the yarn. So this is what it looks like so far. And I really love how the Noro changes color. It's just so pretty. It has a nice texture. And I'm using the green as the separating color. So all along this edge will be the purple, and then all along this edge I believe is where the green cable goes. And I just really think it's going to be pretty. It's going to be a nice, like, kind of not neutral, but what do they call, like, foresty colors? I don't know, people, because I never use them, but I think it's going to be a really nice piece. And I'm keeping all these shawls until I work through the book. Unless, you know, of course, I totally poop out and don't work through the book, but I want to keep all these shawls, and then when I'm finished, like, have a huge picture of them. I don't know how I'm going to get them all in one picture. I need to be in a helicopter or something, but that's my thinking. Just go with it, people. Go with it. So I've worked a lot on it. This is another really easy pattern that, you know, TV knitting, great. And once I started it, I couldn't stop because I loved watching the Noro. I loved working with the Noro, even though it did have some sticks in it, but I picked them out and it was just fun. I am just so excited to see these shawls finished. It's really happy for me. And I keep this in a huge bag that I got on Etsy. We're all mad here. I'm not a big Alice in Wonderland fan. I'm a big Cheshire Cat fan. That guy, yeah, that's me, that's me. So, one whip down. I'm working on, well, I finished this sock. You guys remember I was working on this Magic Merino sock. I don't know if I showed this last time, but I finished the first one. And I'm on, I just have to Kitchener this. I haven't even cast on the second one. Don't ask. Don't ask. For anybody who didn't see that, just go back to the last episode, because I don't even know if I showed it. I forget. I'm keeping that in one of my bags. And some of the new bags I've made have a quiltier batting to them. I mean, it's not really my preference. I like this lighter interfacing, so it like squishes and going stuff, and it's not all like stiff, and it's like I'm carrying around my bag and it's like stiff like a board. Most of my new ones are flimsy like that, but still durable because I do interface them. But I know I just trying to do something new, see what happens. I started a pattern sock because that's my true love, you know. I started it from Sock Innovation, going back to my roots, people. It's Cookie A. If you don't know, now you know. And this is Sunshine. This is the pattern. It's a nice cable-y pattern. I was wearing my socks. I've made this pattern before, and I was wearing them one day. I'm like, wow, these socks are so comfortable because they have a nice like ribby texture. I was like, you know, I'm gonna cast one on right now. My husband's like, okay. Just like that. So I use a Jayne Knits in Squidward. It's 75/25. And this is what the yarn looks like. I saw this yarn when I was digging for yarns. There's actually nobody there because I'm looking out the front window and nothing has happened. Maybe a leaf dropped. So I saw this yarn hanging on my wall and I'm like, what? I need to make something with that. So I started it. I'm on, well, I have the first, Dupuy, come on, do something. I know you cat lovers are gonna love that, and I'm like, annoying. Super cute though. Oh my god, Dupuy is just such a love bug. He gets so pissed if we don't go to bed because my husband goes to bed early. He goes to bed around 7 or 8 because he has to get up at 2 a.m. and you know, Dupuy at 7 is just like, come on, let's go in the bedroom. He gets on your lap. He's like, come on. Or he goes in the bedroom. He starts crying. It's so crazy. This cat has a love for you being in bed with him and him doing his little thing on this little lamb I have. He's a very lovable cat. He loves to be petted. He loves to be held, and he's really a good cat. Anyway, Sunshine. This is what I have going. I really like it, and the yarn feels nice. I mean, it's not like super soft. I've got to have my dangly thing. I got these beads in Pittsburgh, and I decided to make these progress keepers on them. I didn't put any on my Etsy shop. I have about 5 of them made. I just thought when people order from me, if you have ordered from me, you know I send like a little bit of extra something in there sometimes, like a stitch marker or something, or a bracelet or something. Oh, that's what's happening. You know, pattern socks are just my first love. It's nice and relaxing, and I really like it. And the bag I'm using is a Marigold Gin. Just cute sheep. And she uses a lighter interfacing too. So I like this bag. I don't really use it that much. It got stuck at the bottom of the bags, and I was like, hey, I need to use that. This is a cute bag. It's a nice size too for socks. Okay, so on my radar of patterns I want to knit, there isn't too many. I did see a new cat pattern, a cat sweater that was super cute. I saw now the dog, what is happening? The Professor Meow sweater. It's by Claire Slade, and it's $5 on Ravelry. It's so cute. It's out of bulky, but I would probably want to make it out of a worsted, but it's just so adorable. I can see myself wearing that in the summer, even like a cotton. That'd be fun. Like, I'm having ideas right now. And that's really the only patterns that I've seen that I really want to knit. The Ho-He along, I know she's having like a surprise mystery cow, and you know, it said use your scraps and stuff. I thought about doing that, but I got other stuff going on. I'm in a love affair right now with Mr. West and his patterns, and I ain't got time for that. Alright, so I have some cross stitch whips, 2 of them, if you guys are interested. I'm gonna show them anyway, even if you're not, so JD from Twisted Strands, my girl from Jersey, sent me a pattern for a pink house from Cape May, and I have started it because I have all the time in the world now.
It's called The Pink Lady, and The Pink Lady.
Here's the picture. I cannot wait to have this hanging on my wall, and here it is. It's gonna remind me of home. I might even cry when it's finished. It could go like that. So this is all I have done, but it's hard. I mean, all the colors are kind of the same, so this is what I have done, but I am working on it. But I wanted to show you guys my gorgeous cross stitch that I got from JD, and it's going to be epic when it's finished, and I'm in love with it. I also started another subversive cross stitch, and that's what I'm getting those little patterns from that I'm finishing. I'm just getting them out of this book, the 50 effing clever designs for your sassy side. Great book. And I started one, it looks like this. It has my little mermaid on there with a sea turtle. And the one I'm doing is this one. Sucks to be you. So many people I could give that to and just laugh. I'm horrible, I know, but cross stitch is fun like that. I also got a pattern for this. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. And I'm making that probably next, and I have a kit for it, so it'll be fun. I just really love mixing up like cross stitch, and then you're knitting, and then you're like, let me just chill and do some cross stitch. It is good to just open up these kind of avenues to get your mind in a different set, or you don't get bored or frustrated or get in a funk or something. It really is helping me now. I have so much time on my hands. That's a good thing. I mean, yeah. It's just weird. I'll tell you guys in a second. I know you guys are like, what? I can't do it right now. Just give me a minute. Let me show you my bags I have on my Etsy site. Shameless promotion, because these bags are awesome. I love them so much. So the first one I have, I don't know if I showed you guys this, the roller skating bag. Has a nice trim on it. Yeah, I'm learning different things with sewing, and putting these trims on are so fun. It just something different. Inside is really bright neon. Close your eyes. Bright neon, and it's a bigger bag kind of. It's nice and deep. I don't know, I think I put like 6 skeins of yarn when I take pictures of this, but it could be, you know, a shawl bag. Not a sweater bag, but definitely everybody's working on shawls. All the bags I'm making recently are big enough for shawls. I made some of these bra DPN holders. Have about 2 of them. Inside is some sparkly things. Hope you guys can see. It's sparkly. I have bra bags. I put denim on the bottom. I bought a bunch of denim. It's not stretch, it's just regular heavy duty denim for the bottom of the bag. So they're super durable. They're interfaced also, but they're really durable now on the bottom because they have that denim on there. And denim is fun, people. I even got my little tags on there and I sew them on. Looks nice. Feel like I'm official or something. And all these bags are the same size. Oh, I'm in love with this so much. This bag's bigger, actually. This is my Saved by the Bell bag. Look at these pom-poms on the bottom. Neon pom-pom. Denim, of course. Inside is polka dots and a pocket. This bag is big, and I put the thicker interfacing on this, so it's a little bit stiffer. And on the handle, I sewn some ribbon roller on here. So, you know, when I'm knitting socks and stuff, I'm like, how long is this? Is this an inch yet? Like when you're working on the heel or the toe or even the cuff, you're like, how many inches is this? So I did just 6 inches. So I know exactly when I get to 6 inches, it's going to be this long. And I just thought that was a good tool to have, so you don't have to carry around a tape measure. Like, it's right here on the handle. And I'm going to do that with the rest of my bags now, so I just got that ribbon not too long ago. And this one's a bigger bag. Like, this is, you could start a sweater and put it in here. Those lightweight sweaters and things. This is big, 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 so. And I have one more drawstring bag in there. Bra bag. Well, it's got bras on it, but this is when I was kind of running out of fabric. But I love this shiny geometric fabric. It's a nice drawstring. It's pretty big. Shawl bags. Most of my bags are big enough for shawls, so. Shameless promotion. I don't care. I kind of need the money now, so get on my site. I think this one's 26. Anything where I had to put extra trim because that was a pain in the butt. A little bit more. I think these are just like 20. So nothing crazy like $45 bags, which I've seen on there, and I'm like, wow. I mean, they do take a lot of time, but you know, the materials are not, you know, $45. And that denim was a bit expensive, but I don't know. All this is so fun. I just cannot wait for somebody to get it in the mail and be like, ah! Because when I finished it, I was like, la 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 la. I love this bag so much, but I cannot have another. I cannot keep all my things. Oh my god. Okay, so I want to show you guys something else I've been working on. I've been really trying to get creative, and in my craft room, it sits on a side that the sun comes in the morning and it gets really hot. And I want to show you guys what I've been working on to try to, number one, brighten up my room. Number two, try to keep it cooler. So this is what I've been working on. I've been using gallery glass to create a faux stained glass. And on the other side, I was just kind of messing around. This stuff is not easy to draw, like good shapes and stuff, but I've been working on making a stained glass window up top of my craft room, and I'm in love with it. And my husband said it looks like a trapper keeper, and I said, yeah, it kind of does. Over here, you know, I've kind of put some things that I'm thinking about and working on, but after a while, the squeezing hurts my hand, so I've just done it in little doses. It's gonna be cooler today, so I'm gonna work on it more and hopefully finish up, you know, another section of it. But yeah, that's the kind of, I just going with it, just seeing whatever comes out of my brain. You can tell, like over here, as one thing was going on, and then I kind of changed patterns. It doesn't matter. Once it all gets finished, it'll be fine. It'll look very cool, and you won't even, you know, notice like there's a weird spot there or anything. You're just gonna take it all in one shot. And I just want to show you that, and if you guys are interested in working on with gallery glass and dressing up your place a little bit, it's really easy, it dries quick, and it's really fun. And you can just peel it off if you don't like it. It comes off so easy, it just peels right off, and you know, have fun. Alright, I want to give a shout out to all my podcast friends. Hi, Pipernell, I'm so proud of you for all your design and stuff. Chanel from Pipernell has a great podcast. She's really become like a designer, and she's doing a lot of projects for other people, and I'm just so proud of her. She's doing yarn collaborations. It's so crazy how much in a year she's progressed, and I just want to say go girl. So the other podcasts I watch are Twisted Strands, David DogDare, Round Rabbit, Mean Girls, Diary of a Yarn Snob, Knitting Annihilator, and So Perfect Purls. I feel like a lot of times my list gets longer and longer, and I can't remember them all. Codi Knits, Pauly Knits, and there's one more, and I know they're gonna kill me. Sorry if I forgot you. I still do love you. I don't know, there's just so many to remember now, but I just want to say these are all really good podcasts. The people are real, and they keep it real, and I like that. There are a lot of great podcasts out there, and I encourage you to watch them all and just tell me what you like. I haven't really watched too many podcasts these days. The people I normally watch haven't put out podcasts in a while, and I totally understand that. But I would love to see what everybody's working on. You know, if anybody wants to do a video virtual knit night or something, that would be awesome. Get in touch with me. I have time. Alright, is everybody ready for the life update? And it's a good thing. I've been with my company for 13 years. I dealt poker for them for 10 years, and about 6 years ago I went part-time because it just seemed like I was only making money on certain days, and I didn't want to sacrifice my time to go into work and just not really do anything and be aggravated. With poker, you get paid by the hand, and if there aren't any games, you know, you can't work and you can't deal, and there'll be other dealers. So if there's only, you know, 5 games and there's 10 dealers because they're staffed for a full room of games, you know, we're all kind of, you know, drawing straws on who's not going to work that night, and so on. So, you know, I usually only really want to work the busy nights, so I know I'm going to work, and I'm not going to go to work and be aggravated because I'm not making money. So that's why I went part-time. And, you know, I do not live over my means at all. I'm very frugal with my money. I save money, and you know, I don't go out and buy, like, in Vegas, they're very superficial. Like, if you don't have a Mercedes, people are like, oh my god, but I drive a Mazda. So, you know, I don't live over my means. My money, I usually, you guys see what I do with it. But, you know, I sacrifice money to live life. I don't live to work. I work to live. And, you know, I will go without to be able to spend a night with my husband. I can't remember, you know, I've taken off so many days to just have a night alone with him. If it was one of those times where me and him didn't have the same days off or something, I would sacrifice that. I mean, it meant nothing to me. It's so precious to be able to spend time with your family and stuff, and that's what life is about. It's not about working to earn all this money so you can have all these lavish things. I mean, I just can't even fathom that. But, you know, people do what they have to do. I'm not saying everybody works to have lavish things. A lot of people work because that's what they have to do. But, you know, I luckily don't have to do that. I will sacrifice. Okay, so as I was getting, my company decided they want to be a lavish casino, and they're going to do all this construction and blowing smoke up our asses all year long, saying how great it's going to be. We were getting cut hours, and they're saying, don't leave because it's going to be a great casino. This is where you're going to work. So I didn't leave. Even though I thought about getting a job somewhere else, and I was only working a couple days a week, I said, you know, this is going to be the place to work, and I don't want to leave, and I've been here so long, and, you know, I'm comfortable here, I'm comfortable with the people here. So they're doing all this construction and cutting rooms and cutting restaurants and bars, and basically, they fired all the extra board dealers, which is probably 50 people. So that was me. I was extra board part-time, 13 years. Someone just called me up and said my job was eliminated. 10 floor people floor is a manager. So these people were dealers. Well, actually they're part-time. Then there were dealers. Then they were dual rate, which means you're a floor and a dealer. It's kind of like a training phase. And then they're floor. So they put in their time like forever. 10 of them, their jobs were eliminated. Some of them were moved to other shifts and forced to become a dealer. So taking a pay cut there. And these were people like 17 years. They've been there. 13 years as a manager. They're gone. Just said, we'll give you 13 weeks and Cobra your insurance. Not even give you insurance. And said your job is eliminated. And 54 full-time dealers were told they now have to go part-time. So just imagine, you know, you worked all these years and you're finally a manager, and you've been a manager for 10 years, and then you build a house and you have a family and you're having a good life, and then you don't have a job anymore, like one day. So the company can save money. And don't even lay you off, just say you're eliminated. Sorry, sayonara. That's what's happening right now in the world of Vegas and corporations. We're expendable. They want you to be all rah and do this all for the company, and they don't give an F about you or what you're doing. Just one day you got a job and you got a nice house and a family, and the next day you're on unemployment. It's brutal. And the really hard part about it is, you know, people are like, hey, just go to another casino, get another job. That's not happening in Vegas. Vegas, the corporations have really taken a different path. So in Vegas, you can no longer get a full-time job. They no longer have jobs, full-time dealer, full-time floor manager. No. You start as part-time, you wait about 5 years, then you can be a full-time dealer, and then you wait another who knows how long. These supervisors hang in there forever. Dinosaurs are out there like watching games at like 75 and shit, and they're never retiring. So you may have to wait like 8 years or longer to become a floor manager, and then you can be salary. It's tough here. Those floor people cannot go to another casino and get their same job. They're going to have to be part-time dealers, which means they're going to have 2 jobs, and they're not going to be able to see their families, and they're not going to be able to enjoy the life that they built. And it's pretty messed up. And for me, I'm lucky. You know, I live my life in a way where I have a job coming up for the World Series of Poker for 8 weeks, which I planned on doing before I knew all this was happening. I signed up for that, and I've been offered a job in the summer if I want it dealing. And you know, I just need a part-time dealer job, which you can get anywhere, and I have some connections and stuff. But I've actually thought about maybe taking a different path. I used to be in banking. I used to be, you know, a head teller at a bank, and I used to be customer service, and I liked doing that. And I got into gaming along when I came to Vegas because I was a poker player, and, you know, that didn't quite work out. You know, it's just like if you want to be a movie star, you go to Hollywood, become a movie star, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Yeah, being a poker player, it worked out for a long time, and then until it didn't, I had to become a dealer, and that's a lot of the poker dealers or poker players. So, you know, and I got lucky to deal in the pit when poker was taking a downside, and I was lucky to not have to go to school, and I just learned in-house. But I actually think I might want to get out of the gaming business and just have a regular 9-to-5. I really enjoy waking up in the morning and having that daytime. I feel like I have more energy. I've always worked swing shifts, so I worked 13 years. You know, I get up in the middle of the day and go to work from 9 to 5 a.m. and then I go right to sleep, and then, you know, the middle of the day is when I have my time, and even on my days off, I'd be up until 3 a.m. and such, and just, I don't know, I don't feel like I had the same energy as I do now. I just feel like a kind of like a different person. This month I've been off has really been an eye-opener for me, that I like getting up early. I like having all this daytime and sun, and I just live a different life now, and I'm just really happy with that. And you can see from my crafting, it's hit strides, and, you know, I'm happy. And people are like, I'm so sorry you lost your job. You know, I was only there. My husband's like, you really didn't lose a job. You hardly worked. And I'm so lucky to have a support system like him. You know, I'm just lucky I have a man like that, and he's so special. So, you know, he wanted me to go back to school like 3 years ago. I do not like school. I'm not a school person, and people are like, education's everything. There's just some people that like to go to school and learn things, and they're going to be somebody. I am not that person. I do not like sitting in classes. I do not like going to school. I do not like reading about stuff. I feel like it's just not, I'm sorry, it's just not me. I'm not like that. You know, I'm just going to see what I can do, maybe work from home somehow, do data entry. I don't care. It just, you know, something where I can have my own money and do my own things. I mean, that's what I want to find, something, and not too stressful. So I'm thinking about maybe going back into banking, and there are jobs out here. A lot of people just want to get into gaming. So, you know, those usual daytime jobs are plentiful if you want to do them. But gaming's it's so much easier money-wise, because, you know, you can work 3 days and make the same thing you would, you know, in a whole week of working. That's the downside. I'm gonna have to work more to make the same money, but, you know, I just want to be happy, and that's what it is for me. And yeah, I just want to tell you guys what's been going on. So yeah, it's kind of somber here lately, and, you know, the poker room that I worked at closed. They just shut it down, and everybody got fired. And they're not even trying to transfer people. Like, even they said to me on the phone, we have openings at other casinos if you want to transfer or something, but I'm gonna have to go through interview. Like, they're not even saying, okay, you know, we totally tossed you to the side. We're gonna give you these extra board jobs at other casinos, at our other properties, so you can, you know, so we're not too much of scumbags. But yeah, they didn't do that. And, you know, I really don't, have kind of hurt me, and I really don't want to work for them, but if I have to, I will. But, you know, the company I work for owns a lot of casinos, the good ones. It's good money, and you might have to suck it up. What are you gonna do? You can't let my pride get in the way of, you know, just having a good life. And I like dealing, I like gaming. See how it is? It's like when you have all these options, your mind just goes and goes, and that's the way it is right now. So I got a lot of thinking to do. I do have about 10 weeks to get it all together, because a few weeks I'll start the World Series of Poker, and then that'll be for 8 weeks, and I might have something right after that pertains to that, so it could be longer. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And you know, my crafting is like on full speed right now, and I really like it. It's crazy. I'm actually getting out of the house more and stuff. I like to like go out, sit at the park and knit, or just do normal shopping stuff or whatever. It's, I don't know, you go through these phases where you don't want to leave the house, and then sometimes I go through these phases where I always want to leave the house. I don't know, people. I'm just trying to get it together here. It's a little bit somber for me. Not because I got eliminated, but because I worked there for so long, and the people I know that got, you know, canned, like one guy's got a new baby, one guy's got 2 kids, and it's just, it's tough. And my friends that got, you know, fired from the poker room, some people were there since 1996. Like, these are people I worked with for 10 years, and that's tough. That's really tough. So last Monday we had a big party in the room, and it was the last night there, and everybody had a good time, and some of the people I hadn't seen in so many years, and it was just really fun to see everybody, but kind of sad too. Nope, not getting emotional. I am an emotional person. I'm very, people will say this, I kind of have resting bitch face, and a lot of girls at the casino think I'm not approachable. They think like I'm a bitch at first, and then they get to know me, and they're like, you know, I thought like you were snobby or something. I'm just like, no, I just don't talk to people really that I don't know, or, you know, I'll just stick to myself. I'm not like going to work to socialize like crazy, you know. I don't know. I just, some people say I'm not approachable. That's all good. I pick and choose my friends anyway. I mean, I'm not like friends with everybody. I'm very much like, I have my circle of friends, and I don't have acquaintances that I'm like hanging out with and stuff. I don't not waste my time, but I don't, what am I trying to say? I guess I'm a bitch. I just cherish the friends that I have, and, you know, if people are my acquaintances, you know, I'm not trying to go out of my way and hang out with them and stuff. I'm trying to hang out with the people that really matter to me, because I don't really get to see them that much, because out here everybody's on crazy schedules and stuff. And some of my really close friends, like, I've never even met them. They're just on the internet. Like you guys. It's crazy how many of you I really just love so much and would do anything for, and I've never even met you. I'm very much a giver. I will go out of my way to help people, for sure. And I like to give people stuff, make people happy, and la 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 la. Yeah. So, I guess that's the podcast for today. Thanks everybody for watching. My Etsy shop, I don't know if I said, it's the Limitless Crafter on Etsy. I will put a link, of course, and all the crazy cat shenanigans today. Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you guys next week, unless, you know, I'm just too busy doing nothing to do a podcast. Love you guys so much, and happy crafting.